Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be sharing my top 5 favorite highlighters with you guys. So if you haven't been following this series, I have been going through each category of my makeup collection and picking my favorite top 5 products that I own. So I have already done all of the complexions, I've done foundations, concealers, primers, all that good stuff, and I also just did my bronzers. So I will go ahead and link my most recent one above for you guys if you want to watch that. But today is all about highlighters. So I actually own a ton of highlighters. As I was going through my highlighter drawer, this was really difficult narrowing it down to 5 of my favorites because there are so many highlighters that I own that I absolutely love. But I definitely was really thoughtful about picking the ones that I like the most, and definitely the ones that I have used the most from my collection. So that's what we're talking about, so let's go ahead and jump on in. So I have to start with this one because this is definitely like my absolute first favorite highlighter, the one that I fell in love with first. It was actually my first high-end highlighter as well, and it is from MAC. This is the MAC Soft and Gentle Highlight. As you can see, it's the old packaging, so I have owned this highlighter for a very long time, but it does continue to be one of my absolute favorites. Also, even though I've owned this forever, as you guys can see, it's still really, really full just because you don't need very much with highlighters. It's one of those things I feel like it's so difficult to go through a full-size highlighter, and this one you can't even hardly tell that I've used it all, even though I use it all the time. It is what I have on my cheeks today. Also, I am wearing a very glowy blush as well, so there's a little extra glow happening today, but this is the highlighter I'm wearing. So as you can see from the swatch, it's a very like champagne-y gold. It's just one of those universal highlighters that pretty much any skin tone can wear, and it's just a stunning highlight. I love it. It can be really super subtle if you go really light-handed with it, or you can build it up and get a very intense glow like I have going on today. But I love this highlighter. This will always be one of my absolute favorite highlighters. Next, you guys knew I couldn't do this video without mentioning at least one of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed. I had a hard time deciding which one is my favorite because I do own pretty much all of them, but this one here is Moonstone. So this one I feel like works best for my skin tone. I still really love Opal and I really love Champagne Pop. I definitely had to really think about which one is my favorite, but this one has a little bit more of it's better for like fair to light skin tone, so this one works for me even in the winter. It does have that kind of icy, cool champagne kind of a look to it, and it's just stunning. It's so beautiful. The way that these apply with the micro shimmer, they're so finely milled, the glitter in these, that it doesn't translate onto the cheeks as being like a glittery highlight. It just looks stunning. It's just beautiful. I definitely recommend any of these Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, but if you have a similar skin tone to mine, I think you would really like Moonstone. Alright, next up, another oldie but goodie. This is from the Balm. This is the Mary Luminizer. This is another one that everybody talks about with good reason. It is just a beautiful, beautiful highlight. This is very similar actually to the Moonstone highlight from Becca. It may be just slightly more, it almost looks a little more peachy compared to the Moonstone. Moonstone is more of like a very true kind of icy champagne, and this one almost looks peach next to it, but they're very, very similar. They give a similar look on the cheeks. I feel like the intensity wise, the Becca one might be just slightly more intense than this one, but they're very close. You might even call this a dupe for that one, but this also is an affordable brand. You can find this on hautelook quite often, so I would definitely keep an eye out for that because it is just a really great product. It's a beautiful highlighter, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Next up, this one's a little bit more of a subtle highlight. This is from Too Faced. This is the Candlelight Glow in Warm Glow. So they have a few different versions of this, but this one here is the peachier one. It has gold on one side and peach on the other. You can swirl it together, or you can concentrate your brush on one side or the other. And this one is, again, very similar to the two just above it, but this one has more of a kind of a peachy look to it. Very, very subtle differences though on all three of those. You're seeing a theme here with my favorites. They're all very similar kind of products, but I just think this is a beautiful highlighter. I really, really love the way that this applies. I love the way that it wears throughout the day. So I love the design that's in it, but as you can see, mine's worn down quite a bit. You can't really see the chandelier very well anymore, but it's just a beautiful highlighter, and I definitely recommend checking that one out as well. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. The very last one that I have to mention is actually a cream one. This is from Peter Thomas Roth. This is called the 24 karat gold pure luxury lifting and firming prism cream. It has a super long name. You guys have heard me mention this over and over in videos. I love this product. I'm not a huge cream highlighter or bronzer person, but there's something about the way this applies. You can add this, I just put it all over my arm right here. You can add this in with a foundation. You can apply it all over underneath your makeup. You can apply it as a targeted highlight. You can do it so many different ways, but it just gives this very natural, just lit from within glow. It's nothing too over the top. So if you prefer a highlighter that is not too glowy, that's really, really subtle and just looks like you have a natural glow to the skin and not an actual strip of highlight on your cheek, you will probably love this. It's just beautiful. And if you have dry skin and you like a really, really glowy look, try mixing this in with your foundation or even applying it all over under your foundation. It's just a beautiful product. It's also skincare infused, which anything with skincare in it gets me every time because I'm a huge skincare junkie. I love skincare. So this is supposed to help lift and firm your skin as well as giving you that glow. So this is just a fantastic product. I love this so much and I highly recommend checking that out as well. All right, you guys, so those are my top 5 favorite highlighters that I had to share with you today. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'd love to hear what your guys' favorite highlighters are, so make sure to let me know that as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye!